Hi everyone, here I am with Story. She's 9 months of age now, so she's a true adolescent. And I guess what I just wanted to talk about is it luck that Story is being a nice puppy for me? Is it luck that she's not doing a lot of bad behaviours that we often hear about and see with young adolescent dogs? And I would hope that most would say, no, it's not luck that she's just being a very nice puppy to have around. It's all down to management and of course some hard work. So firstly, as I would say to everybody, what do I expect from my young dogs? And the answer to that is not much. They're young dogs. So for me, it's all about making sure that I manage them in a way that they can be the perfect puppies. And I need to think about where are they when I'm not supervising them. And then I need to be looking at what am I rewarding? Because I know it's really simple. What I reward, I know I'm going to get more of. So I need to be looking for lots and lots of behaviours that I like to reward so that we just keep getting more good stuff. So I'm lucky I've got some houndstooth dried treats here. The dogs absolutely love them. And I am going to be rewarding Story for everything that she does that I like. So obviously, she's not always going to do things that I like. And for me, that's about managing her to make sure that she doesn't practice the hobbies that she'd probably like to do. So let's talk about the hobbies that I've identified that Story would really like to partake in. Okay, her number one hobby, okay? We're talking about your hobbies here, my girl. And that would be my cats. She is a border collie. Border collies are bred to move things. They're bred to be intuitive about when things are going to move. They're very clever dogs, and I guess that can be to work in their favour, but it can also work against them. So it's no wonder that the cats are very, very exciting to her. So we make sure that she doesn't get the opportunity to practice that chasing of the cats, because we know the more she practices something, the more she's going to do it. So the cats are a really big one that we are working with at the moment. I'm not leaving that to chance. So she's not just left out in the yard or in my house with the cats. We don't leave that to chance because I know how that's going to go. I don't need to test that to see what's going to happen. I know she's going to chase them, okay? So I need to be proactive there. And she's not going to grow out of it. I think that's the question I get all the time is, oh, well, it's okay, they're just young, they'll grow out of it. I can tell you now, her chasing habit of the cats will only get worse if I don't make sure she's not practicing it. It's not just going to go away, okay? We all wish for that. So what are the other things that you like? Her other obsessions, apart from the food that I've got in my hand right now, her other obsessions were going to be moving objects. So I saw, and once again, she's a border collie. These are things that I would expect. They're things that I'm watching and looking for. So I remember taking her out we go out for street walks at least 4 times a week. And that's to give her all that mental stimulus of what's happening around her. But it's also for socialising as well. And I remember having her out walking in a busy area when she was about 5 months of age, and a push bike went past us, and we had lots of them go past, and I'd rewarded her for quiet behaviour and done all the good things, but I just saw her eyes flick. So that was enough to tell me that she was getting a little bit stimulated by the bike. So we did a lot of work there, and work by making sure that that didn't develop any further. So I made sure that I gave her a bit more distance between bikes, and I was like, okay, we need to reward her for ignoring bikes every time a bike goes past for a while. So that was back at 5 months of age. I'm happy to say now we have bikes when we're out and about. We have bikes zooming past us all the time, and she doesn't even blink at them. So that we've got past. So what are your other obsessions now? Should we talk about the fact that you would love to chew everything? Yeah. So chewing is high up on her list. Anything, oh, she says this massage is lovely. Anything in her environment, so in her puppy pen, are only things that she can chew without causing harm, okay? And causing harm for me is, you know, I don't want her swallowing something that doesn't come out the back end, because that could be a very expensive and horrible experience for her, surgery. So I'm very, very careful that she only has things in her puppy pen that she can't swallow if she was to chew them. So lots and lots of chew things that are safe for her, and making sure that whenever she is free running in my yard or house, that I've got my eyes on her, because it only takes a split second and she can have something totally destroyed. So I'm being very, very careful managing her chewing right now, because I know if I manage her chewing, by the time she's an adult, it's just going to go away. Okay, so it's not going to be a long-term issue if I can just make sure that I'm rewarding good behaviour, and I'm making sure that she doesn't have inappropriate things that she can get hold of. So she doesn't get the opportunity to grab my shoes, she doesn't get the opportunity to chew the curtains or the cushions or any of this, okay, because I'm managing her really, really well. What other obsessions would you like right now? I think they're probably your main obsessions would be the cat and chewing. And I think that's probably going to be over the board, pretty much what you'd expect. The other ones being a border collie that I'm on the lookout, just like the bike, anything that moves. So right now at this age, I wouldn't have her outside when we were using the lawnmower, the whippersnipper, the blower. I wouldn't have her in that environment without me paying attention to her. And if I'm paying attention, I can notice if she is getting a little bit aroused by those things, and I can redirect her and I can desensitize her to it as well. Last thing I want is for her out in the yard running up and down the fence line when the whippersnipper's going, because she's getting a whole lot of adrenaline for running up and down. It's really exciting, and it can develop into a lifetime habit really fast. So first 12 months is a lot about just managing and remembering they're babies. They're not born understanding that doing all the fun things in life, like chasing bikes, chasing cats, chasing whippersnippers, chasing the birds. You know, they're not born understanding that us humans don't like that. So it's really up to us to educate them and make sure that they can't be making the wrong choices. Because let's face it, most things that are bad for you in life, we all like. You know, it's just a fact of life. So leaving her to make choices, she's always going to pick the bad things. So I'm just going to take away some of the choices and manage those situations. I hope that's helpful, everybody. Look, adolescent dogs, I'm not going to lie, they're not easy, but I'm guaranteeing you, if you put some really good management into place and you start paying attention to the good behaviour and rewarding lots of the good behaviour, you are going to like your adolescent teenager dog a lot more, okay? So, hope that helps you, and we'll talk next time. That was very good. You are my very perfect little girlie. Yes, you are. Good girl. Yeah, we're done.